Rizzo. Welcome to the weekly VOC English program, where we bring you the latest and most significant news from Chinlen this week. We begin tonight in Tantlang, Chinlen, where intense fighting has resumed between the Chinlen Army and the Myanmar military junta forces. Reports indicate that the junta is conducting continuous airstrikes in the area, with additional artillery support being provided from Hakka. The situation in Tantlang remains highly volatile as both sides engage in fierce combat. Moving to southern Chinlen, the Chin Defense Force Mindat, also known as CDF Mindat, has issued a warning that clashes with junta forces that could erupt at any moment in Mindat town. This comes amid ongoing tensions and increased military activity in the area. Both sides are on high alert, and the possibility of further conflict remains a significant concern. In other news, a notable meeting took place in Aizawl, Mizoram, where representatives from the Chinlen Council, the government of Chinlen, and the Mizo Zirlaipol, or MZP, came together. During the meeting, both parties discussed and reached an agreement on 3 key points aimed at enhancing cooperation and unity among the Chin communities. This agreement is a positive step towards fostering greater solidarity among the Chin people. In addition to this important development, we have other latest updates and interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned for more details. We begin tonight with breaking news from Tantlang, Chinlen, where intense fighting has flared up once again between the Chinlen Army and the junta forces. Reports are coming in that the junta is conducting continuous airstrikes in the area, with additional artillery support being provided from Hakka. The situation is extremely volatile as the Chinlen Army mounts counterattacks against junta troops who have taken cover in old buildings within Tantlang. According to Salai Titni, a spokesperson from the Chin National Front, or CNF, the junta has carried out multiple bombing raids using fire jets. Furthermore, heavy artillery fire from a strategic hill in Hakka has been directed towards Tantlang, intensifying the conflict. In response, the Chinlen Army forces launched Dilim Operation 4 on July 22nd with the objective of reclaiming Tantlang. During this operation, Chinlen Army successfully captured at least 8 junta bases located between Hakka and Tantlang. This includes the key stronghold of Light Infantry Battalion 269. Reports indicate that more than 30 junta soldiers have been killed in these battles. The junta is now ramping up its effort to maintain control over Tantlang, both from the air and from the ground. Tantlang, a town just over 20 miles from Hakka, the capital of Chinlen, holds significant strategic importance, making it a focal point in the ongoing conflict. Additionally, we have reports that the Chief Minister of Chinlen, Bu Batang, along with his government delegation, visited the front line this week. They met with commanders and troops of the Chinlen Army forces involved in the operation to recapture Tantlang, providing much-needed support and encouragement to the fighters on the ground. In southern Chinlen, in Mindat Township, the junta has continued to intensify its military operations, conducting both airstrikes and drone attacks. The Chin Defense Force Mindat, CDF Mindat, announced on August 21st that due to these ongoing assaults, clashes could erupt at any time between the junta forces and CDF Mindat troops. CDF Mindat has also issued a public warning urging residents to refrain from sharing unverified information or rumors on social media regarding the battles, casualties, or any unreliable news. This measure is intended to prevent misinformation and to maintain public safety during this period of heightened tension. In recent days, the junta has escalated its offensive with increased airstrikes and artillery shelling in areas west of Mindat, including Sub-Township Circle 1, 3, and 4, as well as regions near the Magway border. There are also reports suggesting that the Chin Brotherhood Alliance and the Arakan Army, AAULA, are preparing for an offensive to seize control of Mindat. Following these developments, local residents have reported a continuous increase in airstrikes by the junta in the area. In light of these events, CDF Mindat is advising people in Mindat Township to avoid gathering in large groups, to prepare secure hiding places, to seek information only from official sources such as local authorities, and to avoid spreading any misinformation that could cause public anxiety. This advisory has been recently issued by CDF Mindat to ensure the safety and well-being of the local population. In Aizawl, Mizoram, India, a meeting was held on August 20th between the government of Chinlen and the Mizo Zirlaipol, or MZP. It has been reported that during this meeting, both parties discussed and reached an agreement on 3 key points. The meeting took place at the MZP headquarters in Aizawl on August 20th at 11 a.m. The discussion focused on enhancing cooperation and fostering unity among the Chin communities. On August 21st, the MZP released a statement noting that they explored various ways to strengthen solidarity and collaboration among the Chin people. During the meeting, it was emphasized that we are all brothers, and the MZP's efforts to promote unity were highly appreciated. They agreed that even if there are differences in opinions among the Chin communities, violent methods should not be employed. Instead, they should find ways for the various organizations within Chinland to work together in unity and solidarity. These three key points were discussed and mutually agreed upon as highlighted in the MZP's statement. The meeting was attended by several notable figures, including the Chief Minister of Chinland, Bu Batang, the Vice Chairman of the Chinland Council, Salai Minyo, and some officials from the Chinland Parliament. The Mizo Zerlaipol, or MZP, is an organization dedicated to fostering unity and solidarity among the Chin communities. To achieve this, they have been actively involved in facilitating discussions and promoting dialogue. Earlier this month, on August 7th, the Mizo Zerlaipol also held a meeting in Aizawl with leaders from the Interim Chin National Consultative Council, or ICNCC, to discuss matters related to Chin unity. In Aizawl, Mizoram, India, the Zoro Unification Organization, or Zoro, recently held a meeting with the Interim Chin National Consultative Council, ICNCC, and the Chinland Council, the Government of Chinland. The meeting took place on August 21st at 12 p.m. at the Zoro headquarters located in Treasury Square, Aizawl. According to a statement from Zoro, the discussions focused on the current conflicts between the various resistance forces within Chinland. During the meeting, it was acknowledged that there have been conflicts and misunderstandings between the Chinland Council, Chinland Government, and the ICNCC Chin Brotherhood Alliance due to differing views, which have even led to exchanges of fire. Zoro expressed its disapproval of this situation, emphasizing that as brothers, internal disputes among them should not escalate to such levels. Instead, they should live together in unity and solidarity. Zoro Secretary Elramdinliana Rentle stated, "We believe that we are brothers with the same origin, and we have faith that God will bring us back together one day. Therefore, it is necessary to avoid internal conflicts and strive for unity and harmony." Salai Timitu, a leader from the Chin National Defense Force who attended the meeting, also expressed that this meeting is an initial step. If unity among the Chin communities is to be truly achieved, then everyone must be willing to set aside their positions and start anew. We are prepared to pursue this path. Furthermore, Zoro announced that they would facilitate peace talks between the Chinland Council, Chinland Government, and the ICNCC Chin Brotherhood Alliance at an appropriate time to promote reconciliation. Zoro is a civil society organization based in Mizoram, advocating for reunification of the Chin Mizo Kuki ethnic groups under one administration following their separation across India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh due to the British colonial policies. Earlier this month, a meeting was also held between the Chinland government and Zoro in Aizawl. We have an important update from northern Chinland. In Tonzang town, the Chin Defense Force Tonzang, CDF Tonzang, has reported that they have sealed off 18 homes, including those belonging to two top leaders of the Zomi Revolutionary Army East Command, ZRA-EC, as well as the homes of individuals who have been providing support to this group. According to the CDF Tonzang's Chief of Staff, Butang Swanmang, the homes sealed include those of ZRA-EC's chief, Kam Min Tang, and Deputy Chief Lucas Liantuang, along with 16 other homes belonging to individuals who have been providing support to the ZRA. These actions have been taken in accordance with the law. Bu Tang Swanmang further stated that those who are currently supporting the ZRA have been given an opportunity. If they recognize their mistakes, come forward, and seek peace, their homes could be unsealed and they could be granted amnesty. The CDF Tonzang's statement, released on August 18th, clarified that the majority of the sealed homes belong to leaders and supporters of the junta-allied ZRA, as well as family members who are part of the ZRA. Additionally, 5 homes that were initially sealed due to their owners' connections with the ZRA have been thoroughly reviewed and subsequently unsealed, according to the CDF Tonzang commander. It is also important to note that the entire Tonzang township in northern Chinland was captured by the Chinland government and the Chinland Army forces in May. Since then, CDF Tonzang has been actively carrying out administrative operations in the town. The ZRA-EC has a history of conflict with CDF Tonzang, having attacked several of their bases, including CDF Tonzang's camps. Moreover, during the battle to capture Tonzang's town, the The USA-EST is reported to have collaborated with Myanmar military junta forces in their assaults. In Myanmar, nearly 700 civilians have been killed due to landmines in the first 6 months of 2024. According to reports from UNICEF Myanmar, this marks a 66% increase compared to the entire year of 2023. In the country, landmines and explosive remnants of war have caused significant casualties. In the first half of 2024 alone, there were 102 civilian deaths and 590 injuries, bringing the total number of casualties to 692. This information is detailed in a report by UNICEF Myanmar on landmines and explosive remnants of war. Shan State has recorded the highest number of casualties, with 20 deaths and 147 injuries, totaling 167, which accounts for 24% of the national total. Sagaing region follows with 19 deaths and 99 injuries, making it the second highest. Rakhine State is the third most affected area with 15 deaths and 67 injuries due to landmines and explosive devices. In other regions, including Ayawari, Bago, Kachin, Chin, Gaya, Gayin, Magwe, Mandalay, Mon, Naypyidaw, Tanintharyi, and Yangon, there have been a total of 180 incidents, resulting in 325 casualties, accounting for 47% of all deaths. Additionally, the report highlights that 32% of the total casualties nationwide are children. In the entire year of 2023, there were 1,052 casualties due to landmines across the country. According to the Chin Human Rights Organization, CHRO, over the past 3 years since the military takeover, 36 civilians have been killed and 66 injured by landmines in Chinland alone. Among these casualties, 40% were women and children. Thank you for tuning into the weekly VOC English news. We will be back with more updates in our next broadcast. We hope to see you again next week.